What up, guys? Alchemist, and I got something nice for you. So today I got acquired a one build for you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, never touched this weapon a day in my life. Even though I did all the work to get the gun, haven't touched the gun. Haven't touched the gun, and today was the first day I touched the gun, and I'm kind of sad I haven't used this weapon since it came out, right? So Acquired 1 is basically an auto rifle that can spray like a Hydra gun. You know how the little, not Hydra, Wyverns. You know how the Wyverns shoot out that plus symbol void shot that can one-shot you, whatever. I know y'all familiar with it with the new dungeon. Not the new dungeon, but Spire dungeon with the final boss. This gun can shoot with that. That's basically the uniqueness of this gun. And they come with 3 perks. You can get Onslaught in this gun, Repulsor Brace, and Destabilizing Rounds. Rapid Final Blows cause targets to explode into a pool of radiolarian fluid, which is basically that white puddle that Vex leave on the ground. And then, like I said, you can hit fire with this, making it do explosions with your detonation, and it does a lot of damage. When you aim down sight with this gun, it do have hit scan precision shots, and it do bonus damage when you aim down sights with precision damage. But yeah, this weapon is just very strong. Very strong. I understand why a lot of people use it. Again, I'm late to the party, but I had to make a build for it once I started using it. So we're actually using Prismatic with this build, not Void. I know usually we go Void with Devour and stuff, but I want it to be a little bit different, and I want to make the most cracked build I can think of with Acquired 1. So we went with Prismatic because come on now, power creep of the game, right? So we went with Prismatic, and the class item we're using for relativism, I be trying to talk so fast, bro, is Spirit of Gear Falcon. So whenever we do go invisible, we get volatile rounds. And then we have Spirit Endless Light, so we have more uptime on our ability. Now some of you probably be like, but you have volatile rounds in an artifact. I like the consistency of Gear Falcon giving me volatile rounds whenever I want, instead of me having to get multiple kills in order to get the volatile rounds from the artifact. So that's why I'm doing it. And plus, the build will still be able to be used even after the season. So we're rocking Corrective Measure with this build because it's another void weapon and it's very strong, probably the strongest machine gun in the game. I got Redirection and Killing Tally on it, so it'll be getting volatile rounds as well with Gear Falcon. And then we're rocking a strand weapon. It can be any strand weapon you want. It can be Unloved, it can be Mirror Mago. I highly recommend Pugilist and Swashbuckler. I'll probably do a video on this gun this week, but just a strand weapon in your primary slot, because we will be utilizing Void and Strand from the artifact for this build to make it cracked and broken. So which one? The second column of the artifact is Ball Weave, that targets hit by your tangles are severed. I felt like this was more consistent for the build compared to Unraveling Orbs. So instead of getting Unraveling Rounds with the Strand weapon itself, because we had Acquired 1 out very consistently, we rocking Val Weave. Since we made a lot of tangles, we can throw the tangles to sever the targets. And then of course we have Volatile Marksman on, so not only getting the precision hits and rapid final blows, get volatile rounds in case we don't go invisible. That can help us proc to go invisible. But also we mainly here for the boosted version where volatile damage will give us class ability, so we can spam our class ability more consistently and more often with Endless Light on as well, right? Third column, you want Dielectric on, so when you are doing the art debuff targets, we got all the artifacts in this actually. We got Void, Arc, and Strand going on. We will be rocking Ascension in this build, so we got Dielectric on, so when we do rapidly kill art debuff targets, we get an Aura Power and a small portion of health, and we get Bolt Charges when we do kill art debuff targets. And then of course we put on Disruptor Spike, so whenever we sever targets, they doing 52% less damage to us instead of 40%. In the fourth column, we got Malign Harvest on, mainly for, well, the whole thing. We're going to have Volatile non-stop, applying it non-stop, so this is going to make us be able to apply Weaken with our Void weapon, and then whenever we apply Weaken, we get a Void Overshield. We also got stuff in our build that applies Weaken for us as well, so we'll be able to proc a Void Overshield for ourselves from that also. We got Flashover, so our Bolt Charges do more damage and also get amplified whenever we do get max Bolt Charges. And then we have Horror Shuttle on, so whenever you are damaging an unraveled target, it make threatlings. And then also, yeah, that's it. So our unraveled targets make threatlings. We're gonna be unraveling targets with 2 weave. I mean, I'm talking 2 weave. I'm always using the goddamn artifact perks. We'll be using 2 shreds for our unraveling, because we're gonna be severing so many people with our threaded spike. entangles, whenever we do damage to severed targets, they get unraveled, and then while they unravel, while we damage them, it'll make threatlings, and then anybody we kill that severed will make a woven mail spot for us, so we can get woven mail. Then we got in our class, we're rocking Silence Wall. I always love Silence Wall as a super, very good for ad control and you know, stalling enemies out. So I got Silence Wall in this build. This also gives Frost Armor with Facet of Purpose on. So not only will we have a Void Overshield in this build, we'll have Woven Mail in this build, we'll also have Frost Armor in this build, and Amplified. So we have a lot of damage resist in this build. We got Gambler's Dodge on, so we get our melee back whenever we want, whenever we proc Ascension to do jolt to all the targets and give it Amplified whenever we want for the damage resist. We got Magnetic Grenade on to go with Faster Dominance, so we can throw our Void Grenade, weaken the target, get that Void Overshield whenever we want. So our grenade will give us a Void Overshield whenever we want. Our melee will sever the targets. It's basically making the same thing. Them do less damage to us regardless, whether it's us a buff on us or a debuff on them. But our Threaded Spike make that they do less damage with sever. We got a grenade that whenever we throw it, we get a Void Overshield, and then we have our class ability that give us Ascension. So everything in our kit will be helping us with survivability, and then of course Stylus Executioner to go invisible whenever we kill a debuff target, whether it's volatile round, sever, jolt, bolt charge, unraveling. We gonna get invisibility or slow / freeze from our super, right? We got on Facet of Protection to get that extra damage resistance. We got Facet of Hope on, so whenever we are rocking an elemental buff on us, we'll get our class to be back even quicker, so we can spam Ascension even more. And then we got Facet of Dawn on, so we get Radiant whenever we throw our melee, so that we can get that extra damage, 20% damage with our weapons. When it comes to our mods, we're rocking Void Siphon, of course, since Quarrier 1 is the main star here for killing ads and DPS. And then we got Special Ammo Finder to help us get more ammo for our Quarrier 1. Then we got Impact Induction on, so whenever we call them for our power melee, Threaded Spike, we're going to be doing a lot. It goes some grenade energy, and then we got the one we do melee damage, it goes our class ability back, and then we got the one we do grenade damage, it goes our melee cooldown back. Chest piece, resist mods. Leg piece, rocking 2 Void Weapon Surges so that our machine gun in Quarrier 1 is doing dumb damage with the 17% buff. And then we got Recuperation on, so when we pick up Overpower, we get some health back. And then our class item, we're rocking Proximity Ward and Special Finisher, so we can make some special ammo for our Quarrier 1 in case we are running out of ammo. And then we got Font Restoration on, just gives that plus 30 recovery whenever we are armor charges on this. If you feel like you don't need this, you can put on Time Dilation in case you want to make sure you got more uptime for your Special Finisher. But I just recommend, if you don't have max recovery, put on Final Restoration so you get your health back quicker in harder end content. Like I said, we do got the boosted version on for not Malign Harvest, but the Volatile Marksman, so that's gonna be helping us get our class ability back quick as well. So it's gonna be plenty of times you use your class ability, and then next thing you know, you look back down and it's already maxed out again immediately. Kind of insane. Most Light with the Volatile Explosions, with the Amplified giving us max mobility. We're just gonna be getting our ending class, the Facet of Hope as well, in our fragments. You're gonna be getting your class ability back quick, non-stop. Threaded Spike already come back quick, especially if you grab the Threaded Spike after you throw it. And then your grenade is the only thing that's going to be need some time to get back. But as long as you doing Most Light, you're good to go. Cool fact, Threaded Spike, the more enemies it hit, the more stacks of Most Light you get. So if you hit 2 enemies with Threaded Spike, it counts as 2 stacks of Most Light instead of 1, even though you only use 1 ability charge. So hitting multiple enemies with Threaded Spike automatically you max stacks of Most Light. Just a little cool fact for you guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the build. This build is insane. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. Enjoy the Lost Sector run. And until next time, stay up.